Hello everyone, today we have new video review, but first let me invite you to check video review with Eduard kit, which you can find here, and of course visit our website, which you can find on this link. So first let me introduce you what we will be reviewing today. It's a weekend edition kit from Eduard, which is molded in 70-second scale, and it copies Focke-Wulf 190A-5 heavy fighter. Of course it's based on the new tooled plastic, which was introduced relatively recently, and now we have it in a weekend edition, which is basically just only plastic with decals and assembly manual inside. And of course there are two marking options provided in this kit. As you can see, box size is quite unusual for the 70-second scale. Here you can see comparison with my hand. It's relatively the size of the typical Profi Pack, but it's 1/3 thinner than typical Eduard Profi Pack box. As you can see, it's slim and it looks quite neat. So that I will show you another box, which is usually provided for the 70-second scale kit, but here it has in the 48 scale kit, but you can see the difference of the size. I mean, it's much smaller, and also it's a bit thicker than the new type of the box. So new type of the box should make it possible to save some space in your flat, or maybe in your, let's say, collection of the kits. So on the front side we have nice box art, and here we have two marking options which are included into this kit. This is a top opening box. Just give me a second to open it because it's a bit tight fit. And here you can see what's hidden inside. I hope you remember that in the previous releases some models were complaining about tight fit of the sprues for the Spitfire and Focke-Wulf inside of the box. So that's why Eduard decided to use this larger box, which provide more space for the sprues, and therefore you won't have any damaged parts inside. So first let's start from the transparent sprue, which is packed into the separate plastic bag. As you can see, it's a Ziploc bag, so it's easy to open, you don't have to use scissors, and you can reuse it. Here you can see all transparent parts which are given with this kit. They are molded on this circular plastic frame, and of course you will be able to replicate airplane with open canopy. And as you can see, molding quality is quite nice. The only thing you will need is mask set, because there are no masks included, and you can buy them separately from Eduard, of course. Next we have two large plastic sprues which are packed together on one plastic bag, so just give me again a second to open it. Okay, so first one is dedicated to fuselage halves, also wing parts, and some external elements. For example, here we have one-piece tail wings, cowling panels, and also some cowling parts here, ailerons, which are molded separately. Here we have two top halves. As it was said before, they are molded with separate ailerons, but flaps are pre-molded with lower half, and you have to assemble separately the wheel wells. For the flaps you can buy a separately sold P set, so that you can have them retracted on your assembled model. As for the fuselage halves, parts division is quite typical. We have them molded together with tail segment. Both parts feature recessed panel lines and riveting, and they look quite nice for such small scale. Here you can see them closer. And don't forget that you can buy a bracing set to replicate the engine and the ammo bay in this airplane. Inside there is a minor cockpit detailing. As you can see, there are big pronounced tabs for the fuselage, for the cockpit floor, which will be also serving as a guiding element for the fuselage halves. And there are also some position pins which should help with alignment. Now let's zoom the camera and check it closer. So here you can see one half, and here is another one. Of course you can buy a bracing set for the cockpit, or maybe buy some additional PE in order to get better detailing on your model, or maybe you will be satisfied with what is provided in plastic. I mean, the final decision of course will be up to you. Here we have the second plastic sprue. This one is dedicated to different minor parts. For example, here we have engine insert, front cowling section, cockpit base, several types of the propeller, several types of the landing gear covers, some parts for the wheel wells, for the propeller again. As you can see, different types, even for the different versions, because here we have antennas for the wings, which were used for the night fighters. And here is a nice small one-piece pilot seat. Now let's zoom a camera, and I will show you the cockpit floor here, which should be assembled out of several plastic parts. Then mentioned before pilot seat, and of course separately molded wheel wells, which you can see here. These look quite nice, and of course after some careful weathering and painting you will get a very beautiful result. Assembly manual is finished in a new Eduard style, so as you can see we have here a short history note which wasn't present in previous weekend edition kits. Then we have parts map, assembly process with this typical Eduard scheme images, and then we have two marking guides for two marking options. As you can see, these are quite colorful and some nice choice for weekend edition, I would say. And on the last page there is a stenciling guide, because there are stencils included into this weekend edition kit, so that you have a more detailed model in such small scale. Now let's check decals. Those are given on two separate sheets. So here you can see the first one, which is dedicated to different symbols for all marking options. Here we have also decals for the dashboard and for the belts. So your cockpit should be more or less detailed, at least with help of decals. And another decal sheet is dedicated to stencils. As you can see, there are several types given, and of course both sheets are printed in Eduard, and the printing quality is quite nice, so I hope application won't be difficult. So that's all for this video review. Of course, don't forget to leave your opinion in the comment section below, and like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and see you in the next video review as usual. Bye!